Scirocco removed Ghost of Yoti gameplay while I watched it. It was a 19 hours gameplay of the whole game, and now you cannot find it on the Scirocco channel anywhere. All of the sudden the pop-up, the movie was removed by the uploader, appear on the screen while I watch it at the 3-hour mark. I've seen about 3 hours of the game when it happened, perhaps due to low viewership. There were not even 10,000 views at the time when it was removed. When you search on Google search, Scirocco removed Ghost of Yoti, this is the first thing that appear. AI overview. No, Scirocco did not remove Ghost of Yoti from his channel. The game Ghost of Yoti is an upcoming title from Sucker Punch and Sony, set to release on October 2nd, 2025. The confusion may stem from a separate, unrelated incident involving user backlash and pre-order cancellations for the game due to inappropriate comments from a senior developer at Sucker Punch. Is Scirocco involved? There is no information indicating Scirocco is involved with the game's development or removal from YouTube. What happened with the game? A developer at Sucker Punch made offensive comments, leading to player outrage and calls to boycott the game, including some pre-order cancellations. The date at which this comment was registered is October 1st, 2025. You can only see a gameplay on the Rad Brad channel and others, and it is just a few hours into the game, not the entirety of the game, but you cannot watch on Scirocco anymore. This situation is getting interesting by the minute. Another film called Ghost of Yoti, all bosses with cutscenes ending, 4K 60 FPS, PS5 Pro, posted by ExoGhost, was removed from YouTube. It appears on YouTube search, but when you click it, it says that it was removed. What is going on here? The developers sent email to these gamers to remove movies containing certain aspects of the game, especially the ending. What they do not want us to see before launching. I swear, every time they launch something, the shills goes nuts. Now on October 2nd, 2025, 20 or so hours from its removal, Scirocco put back the full gameplay of Ghost of Yoti, which begs the question, what was the point of this whole situation in the first place? An exercise in futility. Who holds the power of decisions, to show who is the boss? Have you noticed on YouTube channels that feminists plays only as female protagonists? The game where there is only a male protagonist they do not even touch, but where is a female protagonist they are the first to play the game. Presenting female protagonist as ugly and unattractive is a market strategy. They choose this direction because they know that over 3 billion women on the planet are not so attractive, and they think that female gamers will buy their slop due to the fact that the player want to associate herself with the character they play, which is a very stupid strategy as shown from the development of recent years. The numbers they are based on is the statistics that shows that 45 to 50% of the gamers are ugly females, which I believe it is a lie. I know for sure that the base players are 80 to 90% male and female players are just a fraction, and this is why the Xbox strategy is flawed, because they are based on lies and bloated statistics. This is why they fail. They do not listen to the male-based players, they only listen to unrealistic statistics. The new Witcher Season 4 has been dropped, and like usual the women are the main protagonists. Ciri and Yennefer are the masculine drive force. Geralt is just there because it's implied in the title.
For glory's sake! War!
I listened the other day Joe Blankenberg, Imperatrix Mundi, which was adopted by Warner Brothers in the third trailer of 300, Rise of an Empire, and I thought, there exists still good music in this sea of shallowness. I've just seen the trailer to Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. It is a story about domestic violence and psychological trauma. Fun. I've just seen the trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, a spin-off of Games of Thrones. They didn't learn anything from Season 8? It looks cheap. Besides that, nobody cares for Games of Thrones nowadays. The not-so-final trailer of Predator, Badlands, has been dropped, and I do not have to point out the obvious, it will flop. Let's add another failure to the collection. Another trailer I've seen is Mercy, where Chris Pratt is sentenced to death by a judge AI played by Rebecca Ferguson. These people are on crack. If AI would run everything, what would remain for men to do? I don't think that men in charge would give up power so easily. They tell us that they do, but in reality they don't. A little late, I know, 2 months, in fact, late. I've seen the trailer for After the Hunt with Andrew Garfield. The same Andrew Garfield that told us that we have to be educated. These people have high regards about themselves, and they believe that are smarter than us, that we are preschool boys amazed by their pretentious discourse. I just watched that Variety conversation. Andrew Garfield, Rachel Ziegler from 3 years ago, and I can say, OMG, the patience you must have to watch all those interviews. I usually do not watch all this CP, but I've made an exception because I need to understand their point of view, and what I saw was only, oh, you are so great. No, you are great. Let's talk about me now. A never-ending cannonade of self-praise and high regard for themselves. These people suffer from selective reasoning. They choose only what is in accordance with their beliefs and brush off what they disagree with. Yap, I didn't miss a thing not watching all their so-called interviews. They say absolutely nothing.
Those people.
Very much this, yes. It was
The
this
people that we
awakening
need
of...
to educate.
Stranger Things Season 5 Trailer 3 is here, and they use Freddie Mercury's voice to sell us a product that is already outdated. They shamelessly use good music to sell bad merchandise. The song, Who Wants to Live Forever, was written by the lead guitarist of the band Queen, Brian May, specially for the movie Highlander, in 1986. However, these new producers have no idea about their own history, or they ignore it on purpose. They put it in the trailer because it sounds cool. In the teaser of the Season 5 they used Deep Purple, Child in Time, and a version of the song was written by the band for the teaser. I believe it matches better with the atmosphere of the series than Queen. By the way, Linda Hamilton is in this sham. She is glad that she receive any role in any major movie at her age. On Scream 7 trailer was launched, and I've got to say, it is again a movie out of its time. Nobody cares. The years were not too kind with Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox. I'm trying to help you however I can, one eye into the future and one eye into the past.
I'm gonna burn it all down.